WNNX HD1 College Park, Atlanta, and WWWQHD2 W255CJ, a Cumulus media station.
Got that?
99X.
It's party time!
Are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
What would you little maniacs like to do first?
That was my skull!
99X.
We return to the soundtrack of your misspent youth.
Bueller, life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss it.
This is the House of Retro Pleasure.
Come on in. We have eggnog and leftover turkey sandwiches for days. We're brought to you by John Foy & Associates, personal injury law. Get the strong arm. Loving all the photographs that people are posting from Christmas and the holiday weekend. Like, hey, look what I got. I got one of those Evel Knievel jumping bikes. Wishing I had a photograph of you, a flock of seagulls to start us off.
It's not the way you look, it's not the way that you smile. Although there's something to them, it's not the way you have your hair, it's not that certain style. There could be that with you. If I had a photograph of you, or something to remind me, I wouldn't spend my life just wishing. It's not the makeup and it's not the way that you dance. It's not the evening sky. It's more the way your eyes are laughing as they glance across the great divide. If I had a photograph of you, or something to remind me, I wouldn't spend my life just wishing. It's not the things you say, it's not the things you do. Well, there must be something more. And if I feel this way for so long, tell me, is it all for nothing? Still walk out the door. If I had a photograph of you, or something to remind me, I wouldn't spend my life just wishing.
house of retro pleasure.
99X.
Ratings! Audiences! You're playing my tune! Give me my own show and I'll roll the airwaves. My ratings would get a baboon elected.
The debut single from Duran Duran. That is the beginning of Duranidom. Planet Earth. Get your requests in. 470-741-9999. If you think I'm taking off for the week, no, try me. I'm here in the studio taking your requests because I work for a living. Also on Instagram and Facebook, if you want to follow me, give me a like and follow, and you can DM your requests there. At Radio Flyer Steve. I got this from Lou Daniels on Instagram. Lou says, do you have any undertones, maybe teenage kicks? Yes, of course I do. From Ireland, the Undertones. The original 99X in the house.
Our teenage dreams so hard to beat. Every time she walks down the street, another girl in the neighborhood Wish she was mine, she looks so good. I wanna hold her tight. Get teenage kicks right through the night. I'm gonna call her on the telephone. Have her over 'cause I'm all alone. I need excitement, oh I need it bad. And it's the best I've ever had. I wanna hold her tight. Get teenage kicks right through the night. Teenage dreams so hard to beat. Every time she walks down the street, another girl in the neighborhood. Wish she was mine, she looks so good. I wanna hold her tight. That teenage kicks right through the night. I'm gonna call her on the telephone. Have her over 'cause I'm all alone. I need excitement, oh I need it bad. And it's the best I've ever had. I wanna hold her tight. That teenage kicks right through the night. I wanna hold her tight. That teenage kicks right through the night.
You know, there's going to be sex, drugs, rock and roll, chips, dips, chains, whips. You know, your basic high school orgy type of thing.
The House of Retro Pleasure.
99.
The sun and the air of a shyness that is criminally vulgar. I am the sun and air of nothing in particular. You should your mouth, how can you say I go about things the wrong way? I am human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else does. I am the sun and the air of a shyness that is criminally vulgar. I am the sun and air of nothing in particular. You shut your mouth, how can you say I go about things the wrong way? I am human and I need to be loved, just like everybody else does.
Morrissey and the Smiths. How soon is now? It's the House of Retro Pleasure right now. And your request of 470-741-9999. Coming up next, we have a birthday to celebrate. Stick around.
99X.
From all of us on the original cast of the original 99X, thank you for all the love and support in 2023.
I just want to say how excited I am. I grew up in Atlanta and I moved away. And even though I'm out in California now, I've been listening to you guys online and on Alexa.
I moved to Atlanta in 2000. Fell in love with 99X. Loved the House of Retro Pleasure at lunchtime. And I get to get rid of Sirius XM because I don't need it anymore because y'all are back.
I feel like I'm in a DeLorean with the optional flux capacitor. So many memories. Good to hear familiar voices. I know Sean Demery has to be out in the great beyond somewhere smiling right now.
We thank you for missing us, finding us, and sticking with us. We've got big plans in 2024.
Get ready.
When you wake up well-rested on a great mattress, everything becomes clear.
I do have a favorite child.
Things you missed when you were tired finally reveal themselves.
I use memes as a coping mechanism.
It's Mattress Firm's once-a-year sale and clearance. Get up to 60% off select Sealy, plus a free adjustable base, all with free and fast delivery. Deals this big won't last long, so don't miss out. The right mattress matters. We'll find yours. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Nothing slows my little girl down, except the stuffy nose.
Mommy.
That's why I use Sinex Children's Saline from Vicks. Sinex instantly clears mucus in everyday stuffy little noses with a gentle, ultra-fine mist designed for kids. Just Sinex? Breathe. Her stuffy nose is gone for now. And so is she.
Sinex Children's Saline. Sinex, breathe. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You can save now on large, ripe Hass avocados. They're perfect in so many dishes and only 99 cents a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Ready to make Happy New Year last all year long? If you need a new start for the new year, call the experienced divorce attorneys at Oxendine Law. They can help you prepare for life after divorce while protecting your assets and retirement accounts and making sure you maintain a strong relationship with your kids. Ready to move 2020 forward? Call us, Oxendine Law. We play to win. Online at oxlawfirm.com.
Frustrated with the rising costs of food, gas, and everything else in your life? What if I told you that you can save over $1,000 annually on your home and auto insurance, and all it takes is 5 minutes? Visit getinthering.com now and do what hundreds of 99X listeners have already done. Use the savings to go on a family trip, send your kids to camp, or put it in your pocket for a rainy day. The savings are real. Go to getinthering.com right now and start saving.
Are you self-employed or run a small business? Do you want an easy way to create professional invoices? Then Skynova is for you. Thousands of handymen, painters, cleaners, and more create invoices on Skynova. On Skynova.com, you can make invoices that will impress your customers. They look professional, they're easy to make, and all your invoices are organized and easily accessible. Skynova. Easy but professional. Try it free at skynova.com.
If you've been in a relationship these last few years, you've been through a lot together. And here you are after a beautiful holiday season together. Why not close out the year in the most spectacular way possible? This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, where we've been helping craft the most magical proposals in Atlanta since 1939. And the real magic is that we can make it happen before that ball drops on December 31st. I know what you're thinking. That's days away, hours away, and I need the perfect ring. Check it out. D. Geller & Son has Atlanta's biggest selection of in-stock engagement ring styles, from timeless classics to one-of-a-kind stunners. We handpick only the best of the best diamonds, and we have them in all shapes and sizes. And our jewelers, they're on-site superheroes, ready to put it all together right now into the ring of her dreams. So look, the chaos of the holidays is behind us. Get the fireworks and the cocktails ready, and why not ring in the new year by promising forever? For the ring that's guaranteed to make that moment perfect, there's only one name you need to know. D. Geller & Son, Atlanta's most trusted jeweler since 1939. In Atlanta, Kennesaw, and Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
The House of Retro Pleasure.
Retro Pleasure. 99.
Hooray! A birthday party!
It's my birthday, birthday.
It's an excuse to play a cool song, of course. 73 years old. Because he got started as a young kid playing drums for Frank Zappa way back in the day. Terry Bozzio is 73 years old today, drummer for Missing Persons. Along with his ex-wife, Dale. Sang. On the drums, Terry Bozzio and Missing Persons and Words.
Do you hear me? Do you care? Do you hear me? Do you care? My lips are moving and the sound's coming out. The words are audible, but I have my doubts that you realize what has been said. You look at me as if
of retro pleasure.
Retro Pleasure 99X.
It's Australian for beer.
Don't speak your tongue. White man can't talk everyone. We don't serve your country, don't serve your king. White man, listen to the songs we sing. White man can't talk everything. Carry in our hearts the true country.
Still one of the nicest dudes I've ever met. Peter Garrett. You know, like 7 foot tall, bald. Amazing live. Midnight Oil, the dead hot Midnight Oil. I know he was in the Australian Parliament for the longest time, got into politics, and the band kind of broke up in the early 2000s. And then now he's back into music again. The band's back. They've lost a member, I believe, on the way. But they should be performing again. They were talking about doing a world tour. This is like right after COVID, so I haven't heard anything more about that. So Midnight Oil is due to come back to the States, hopefully soon. 2024 is going to have a lot of surprises, I think, on the concert end of it. So let's hope they can come as well. Requests at 470-741-9999 for the House of Retro Pleasure. You can also hit me a DM on Instagram and Facebook at Radio Flyer Steve, just like John Pelty. John Pelty wanted to hear some Cars. You might think.
Kept it going till the sun fell down. You kept it going.
The House of Retro Pleasure. 99X.
Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
Big shot, tell me what goes on around here. Go on and get me in the corner, smoke my cigarettes and drink my beer. Tell me that this world is no place for the weak.
The handsomest man in show business, Joe Jackson, in his white side lace-up Delson shoes. Or the Densons, I don't know. Getting ready for New Year's Eve, Gotta Look Sharp. Title track of his album from 1979. Coming up next on the House of Retro Pleasure, this date in history.
Happy holidays from the Morning X to you and yours. Barnes and Leslie look forward to welcoming you into 2024 with Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank on Tuesday, January 2nd at 7:25.
You have to cry privately.
Well, I think it takes a lot of strength to show this type of vulnerability.
No.
I understand what you mean.
Not in business. I'm sorry, not in business.
Wednesday, January 3rd at 9:20, Ashley Rendell from the top true crime podcast, My Fugitive Dad.
Ted Conrad walked out of the bank he worked at.
He disappeared with a paper bag containing $215,000.
He'd evaded authorities for 52 years.
And Stuart Copeland from The Police with an exclusive interview on Friday, January 5th at 7:05. Get ready for 2024. 6 to 10 weekdays, The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie.
The House of Retro Pleasure is sponsored by John Foy & Associates, Personal Injury Law. If you're injured in a wreck due to someone else's negligent driving, don't settle for less. Call the Strong Arm. 404-400-4000. 404-400-4000.
Hey, it's Steve Craig enjoying being the new me. Talking about 15 pounds down. I average about a half a pound every single day that I lose. The Be the New You weight loss program. It works. And they've got a special going on right now, 20% off. They know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no drugs, no injections, no surgeries. And this has probably happened to you before where you lose the weight, but then you immediately put it back on again. Doesn't happen with the Be the New You weight loss program. After my consultation with Dr. Taylor and the Be the New You weight loss program, they customized my plan to the time of day I usually eat, the types of food I enjoy. I'm never hungry, the weight's dropping off, and my energy level's back up. Don't wait to be the new you. Call now, 470-866-NEW-YOU. That's 470-866-NEWU. Or go to BeTheNewYouATL.com.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
Honey, come here, quick.
What is it?
Shh, check it out. The prices on all these highly rated tequilas are amazing. Total Wine must have made a mistake.
Nope, they always have the best deals in town. Remember that amazing Reposado your sister brought over last week? See, it's right here.
Whoa, that's a low price. I mean, whoa, that's a low price.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. B21.
Hi, welcome to IKEA and our winter sale. Hi. We've got hundreds of offers with up to 70% savings across the store.
Wait, did you say 70%?
Yes.
My kids love playing dress up. Can you help us get organized?
Ooh, yeah. Check out our offers on dressers and storage.
Ooh, what about bath towels?
Yep.
Comforters, pillowcases?
Yes and yes.
I think I need a bigger cart.
Visit IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for details. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store and IKEA-USA.com/winter sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Hey, Atlanta. Looking for new ways to save? Verizon has your family covered. Get $800 in Verizon gift cards when you switch your family of 4. And get 4 new phones on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate. There's never been a better time to switch. But this offer won't last forever, so hurry in. Switch to the network America relies on. Get $800 in gift cards and get new phones for the whole family on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate. A better plan to save is Verizon. Visit your local Verizon store today. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate plan required per phone. $200 Verizon e-gift card with port in per line. Less $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR.
Hey, Georgia, let's get you covered. Do concerns about the cost keep you from getting the medical care you need? Does health coverage seem confusing? Georgia Access is our state's way for all residents to find quality, affordable health insurance. At georgiaaccess.gov, you can explore a variety of plans that meet your needs and budget and find information about financial assistance. You may qualify for low-cost or no-cost coverage. Open enrollment begins November 1st. Visit georgiaaccess.gov today to learn more. Georgia Access. Your health, your way.
There's a difference between a place that can treat kids and a place that's made for them. A place that understands their world inside and out. That place is Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, where more parents trust us for surgery than anywhere else in Georgia. From broken bones to cancer, we never settle for less than extraordinary care. Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, where you take them matters.
Right now, only at Old Navy, get up to 70% off clearance. That's 70% off. Plus, grab styles from $2.99. Run to Old Navy now for up to 70% off clearance and styles starting at just $2.99. Valid 12/25 through 1/8. Select styles only.
Georgia Access is your place to find quality, affordable health coverage. Visit georgiaaccess.gov to explore a variety of health insurance plans. Learn more about financial assistance. You may qualify for no-cost coverage. Visit georgiaaccess.gov. Georgia Access. Your health, your way.
The 99X Experience presented by Bader Scott Accident Attorneys. Call 404-888-8888.
The House of Retro Pleasure. 99X.
Love will tear us apart.
99X.
The facts
of yesterday and today speak for themselves.
It's time again, Mr. and Mrs. America, for This Date in History.
Joy Division with Love Will Tear Us Apart right there. Yeah, it's 1978 on this date in 78. It was right after a concert in London. Joy Division singer and frontman Ian Curtis suffered his first epileptic seizure. He realized at that point that he had an issue that he had to deal with, and he did. He performed all the way to the end of his life. It was the beginning of the end for Ian Curtis and Joy Division. And of course, when the band fell apart after his death, New Order emerged out of the ashes. 1 year after that, on this day in 1979, The Pretenders, they released their debut album. Happy anniversary to The Pretenders. Self-titled Pretenders album. You know, Brass in Pocket was on it, but I always like this track. It's called The Wait.
Magic child, working on the working. The wait child, pinball child, through her childhood. The wait child, piece and child, for back down her. The wait child, neon light, late night nights her. Oh, gonna hurt some. Child. I'm gonna hurt some. Oh, my baby. Child, price of childhood. The wait child, Crisco child, tear-eyed childhood. The wait child, bust of child, lick of childhood. The wait child, pick from drug, happy childhood. Oh, wanna hurt some. Child, gonna hurt some. Walk my baby. Like this child, lonely boy, tonight keep the walk to the street. I'm back again. Oh boy, you've been forgotten. Child, stand to the street. Like this child, lonely boy, tonight the walk to the street. I'm back again. Oh boy, you've been forgotten.
Love that song. Celebrating the release of The Pretenders, their debut album on this day in 1979. Self-titled Pretenders, The Wait. We got time for one more request in the house. What you got?
Yeah, you take a request?
Yes, sir.
What about Paul Hardcastle, 19?
No, 19.
That's it.
Yes. I can do that for you. It was basically a musical history lesson teaching the kids of the 80s about the Southeast Asian conflict 2 decades prior.
Good morning, Vietnam!
In 1965, Vietnam seemed like just another foreign war. But it wasn't. It was different in many ways, and so were those who did the fighting. In World War II, the average age of the combat soldier was 26. In Vietnam, he was 19. 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 19.
The heaviest fighting of the past 2 weeks continued today, 25 miles northwest of Saigon.
I wasn't really sure what was going on.
19. In Vietnam, the combat soldier typically served a 12-month tour of duty, but was exposed to hostile fire almost every day. 19.
In Saigon, a U.S. military spokesman said today more than 700 enemy troops were killed last week in that sensitive border area. Throughout all of South Vietnam, the enemy lost a total of 2,689 soldiers.
According to a Veterans Administration study, half of the Vietnam combat veterans suffer from what psychiatrists call post-traumatic stress disorder. Many vets complain of alienation, rage, or guilt. Some succumb to suicidal thoughts. 8 to 10 years after coming home, almost 800,000 men are still fighting the Vietnam War. None of them received the hero's welcome.
You fool! You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. The most famous is never get involved in a land war in Asia.
WNNX HD1 College Park, Atlanta, and WWWQHD2 W255CJ, a Cumulus media station.
Hi, this is Ryan from Ackworth, and I am 99X.
Hey, this is Sharon in Lawrenceville, and I am 99X.
Hi, everybody, this is Dave.
And this is Chris from the Foo Fighters, and I am 99X.